Hello everyone, welcome to the laundry room. Uh, so what we got here is we got some of that whatever putty the kids they got on my wife's pajamas. So we gotta remove it, right? So what we need is we're gonna use WD-40, but we're not gonna use the aerosol can because I don't even know why I have that. I literally never use it because we all know the proper way to buy WD-40 is buy the gallon in the F can, and then you buy these containers and put them in here. Um, Yes, that's what I do. But no, I guess that's fine. The aerosol can will be fine. But since I happen to do this with the medicine dropper and the little essential oils droppers, that's what they were sold at on Amazon. It was um um I found this. Yeah, that actually does a pretty good job of separating them. We're gonna see how well this works. If it doesn't work, it'll not go on YouTube, and you won't be watching this. If you're watching it, it probably like didn't suck too much, or maybe I just decided failure's okay. So anyway, um, yeah, this seems to like dissolve it pretty well, uh, or separate it well enough, and then like I still have to like soak it and like pre-treat and do all the normal stuff, right? But I find like it does come apart. Okay, and yeah, I'm really serious about seriously. So you can buy like I don't know, I think it was like $20. I don't know what it was to buy like a gallon of WD-40. It comes in like a square can. It's called an F can. Not an aerosol. And then you get it. It's kind of like a hard to pour, and like whatever. You can get a spout for an F can, which are another $10 or whatever. And then so I mean your initial outlay to like get like essential oils containers to put them in and stuff like that, I guess kind of makes it sound a little ridiculous. But then you get in this habit. You do this for and you realize a lot of stuff you buy you can get in the F can, or you just get good at like you just get funnels. You just get good at pouring with a funnel carefully. Um, 'Cause it is hard to pour uh, an F can without a spout, but you know that $20 F can will probably last me like a lifetime, and the amount of WD-40 I use, which is actually I guess not a lot because WD-40 is a terrible lubricant. Uh, it's a good degreaser, except it's a greasy degreaser. Yeah, the problem with WD-40, it's a very thin, low viscosity goop, and it will thin the whatever oil you should use is thicker. So whatever grease or oil is there in the sticking part, you're going to thin away and make worse. You're gonna end up with you'll have something that's lubricated for a little bit, but not for a long time. Um, and you're gonna thin that. So you should be using a 3-in-1 oil, machine oil. You can get at Home Depot. Um, and yeah, the problem with all this stuff now is everything like all these brands they used to just do one thing, do them well. Now they all have various things like Loctite, which is for screwing, for like tightening threads, like machine threads, like nothing bolt threads, as opposed to like wood screw threads. Um, they make like a regular crazy glue now. Like they just make a regular like general purpose like crazy glue. And uh, WD-40 makes like a basically an evaporust competitor, and so 3-in-1. It's a machine oil. You want to get the 3-in-1 machine oil. You don't want to get like the PTFE, the Teflon dry lube, which comes in a liquid. Um, right? But my point is, I tell you to get 3-in-1, and you don't know what 3-in-1 is. You might get the first thing from the 3-in-1 brand, and it might be the dry lube. So you want to get the 3-in-1 machine oil, which is classic 3-in-1, right? Because whatever, at some point, I don't know, maybe 10 years, and that branding thing it bothers me because all these brands own each other, right? Like so there's like Stanley, Black and Decker, DeWalt, right? Like it's one conglomerate. They own a bunch of other brands as well, and they do a very good job of making Stanley the low end brand, and DeWalt, I think Black and Decker is like a kind of Also you know, a low end, like more of a power tool brand, and DeWalt is a, you know, a higher end, you know, prosumer brand, you know, and then they have upper brands above that. You know, and there are exceptions, you know, like Stanley used to be known for making their hand planes, so you can still get the really cheap Stanley 404, which is like a literally the worst four clone number four clone you could. It's just poorly designed. Forget engineering. Like, so I mean, they're just like crappy number four planes. But anyway, and you know, but then they make like a Stanley Bailey. You know, they sell a couple $100, which is, you know, right up there with you know, it's on par with Liam Neeson tools, or I don't know if it's on, but you know, it's in the same ballpark. It's in that, you know, it's in that price range. It's in that ballpark. Um, but anyway, whatever. I've been doing this about 6 minutes while I've been talking. But anyway, yeah, my point is, like, that's a sensible thing, right? Like that so they use their brands to just you know, separate and demarcate price points and what have you. But then, you know, on some of these other conglomerates, like you know, like whoever owns whatever WD-40, like, you know, they could just make another brand. Well, actually, WD-40 is a weird, because they at least in the '90s, like they had a bunch of one-trick ponies. WD-40, Lava Soap, and a bunch of other things were owned by one brand, and they were all like one-trick ponies. But I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't like call a silicone spray WD-40 silicone spray, and you know, PB Blaster should not like say, like, you know, whatever. They should just make another brand, or they could say, you know, PB Blaster Company, but they shouldn't say like PB Blaster Dry Lube. You know, and I've used the PB Blaster Dry Lube. It's a fine thing. I'm just thinking for brand, you know, you know, it's just, you know, old guys. You know, I'm not that old, right? But like, you know, people like maybe 10 years older than me. PB Blaster means PB Blaster, right? It means like that liquid. It means, you know, like kind of like WD-40, but it's a slightly higher viscosity, you know, more penetrating power thing. You know, a penetrating oil. And if you say PB Blaster, you mean that. But you know, if you never heard of PB Blaster, you go and you know, you see PB Blaster, you know, makes a silicone spray or a dry lube, or you know, whatever. Anyway, that came out pretty well. So what we're gonna do here. So anyway, thanks for listening to me. I expected that to go well, because I mean, I've done this before. I don't know, but anyway, one day we might edit this. So this is Shout from whatever, Shout Triple Action. Okay, so I'm gonna throw that in the washer or what have you. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, just to see. Let's go turn this inside out while we clean up over here. Okay, real quick. By the way, well, you generally don't want to use oils with like petroleum-based oils like WD-40 is. Either WD-40 stands for Water Displacement Formula 40. So it's actually, one thing it's really good at is if you have something that's wet, if metal gets wet, spray it down with WD-40. You know, that'll get rid of the water, get rid of the grease, and then re-grease up with the proper oil. So that is a good thing to do with it, right? Before, to prevent stuff from rusting, you can definitely spray it, like you know, into a box of nails or something. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit there. It's gonna go in the Kenmore washing machine over here, and yeah, I'm gonna put in the wash cycle. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night.